Show us. That doesn't really work, does it? Have you tried? Oh, that's good. Oh, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Better. So much better. What a fantastic, fantastic tune. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Young man, there's no need to feel down. Young man, pick yourself off the ground. I've been Donald Trump. Thank you and good night.
And what size?
This one's from Jeremy in Wisconsin. And it says, Toffee Grand Coffee is the best coffee in the world. Thanks for the grift.
Anyway, I'm going to find out who this quartering character is. And when I do, he's going to get a bit of the old ice troll treatment.
Went from loathing Brie Larson to being the unofficial #1 fan site for Brie Larson.
How about a handshake? You're gonna give me your jacket, your helmet, and your motorcycle, and in return, I'm gonna let you keep your hand.
Well, I barely made it.
Stay in there.
Oh my goodness. Welcome in, everybody. How are you two doing?
Good. Good.
Looks, I don't know if you guys have seen, there's some there's some stuff going on. I don't know. Have you seen what's going on? I mean, whose cat is that?
Mine. Sorry.
I'm just concerned that you're not giving your cat enough attention. Like that's,
He thinks so too. Don't worry about it. He tells me about it all the time.
yeah. Like
When he was a kitten, because this is like the son of my original cat, I used to put them. Did you guys ever do this with a kitten? Like you wear a hoodie backwards and you put them in the hood?
Yeah,
okay.
I knew where that was going.
And
Yeah,
that's like, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I have made a Velcro cat because that's basically what he would prefer me be doing all the time.
Yes, it was a mistake, and
It was cute though.
yeah, it's cute when they're small, but not when they're like 14 pounds. They have like
Pretty skinny, but yeah.
Yeah.
I now he just cries all the time. So
well, he wants to be up in he wants to be in the hoodie. That's I don't know why you wouldn't do that. I don't know why you hate your
I'm
cat.
a horrible person.
Well, yeah, I mean that's part of it. Oh, there it is. White cats. You don't see those very often.
Hello.
Looks a little. Oh, two different color eyes too.
Good time.
Yeah.
He has homophobia.
Yeah, he does.
No. That's not, okay. Heterochromia, but okay.
Yeah. No, think I heard it
Or are you
referred
picking
to
up
as
on something
homophobia.
else? You're not talking about his eyes.
No, I was talking about his eyes. That was it's a meme.
I was pretty sure it is homophobia. I'm not.
Yeah, it's
that's how I've
homophobia.
heard it. Yeah.
Who am I to say? I'll let him express himself as he wants to.
Yeah. So we have a lot of craziness going on in Minnesota right now. And really, there's so much. I mean, this year has been kind of wild. Like we went and plucked the Venezuelan.
Well, 8 days into it.
I mean, I mean, it's not a great, financially, it's a terrible month to have a lot going on in the news. But it is good to be back to like having a wide variety of stuff to talk about. Like on today's show, we're going to talk a little bit about CES. I know Hannah Claire has been covering probably CES in depth. Take a guess. What does CES stand for, Hannah Claire?
Computer software engineering.
Well, that would be CSE.
CES?
Yeah, CES. It is the biggest electronics show in the world.
Oh,
every year.
Yeah.
Consumer electronics. What does the S stand for? Consumer
I don't
electronics
even know. I've been to
S?
CES and I don't know
Wow.
what it stands for.
Yeah, I don't know what I would think it would be like Consumer Electronics Show.
Oh, probably show.
That's
Question mark?
Yeah, upside down question mark with
Yes,
voice
it is.
inflection.
Consumer Electronics Show. It's the annual trade show, of course, organized by the Consumer Technology Association.
As you know, as everyone knew.
As everyone in this, especially me, knew.
Yeah, I already ordered a new keyboard. They have a new keyboard that has like a mixer built right in, like for when we do the show. I can't really utilize any of it with StreamYard. But when I'm using like OBS, in the new year, I want to switch to like using Discord or something like that, video calls for us, so we can have more. Like, I feel like StreamYard is so limiting in the experience for our viewers. Like, it's either all of our faces or it's our tiny faces and a big giant article. So I think people use Discord, or they'll use like I could import this as a source into OBS as opposed to using, and then use OBS so we could do a little bit more. I'm sure one of my viewers or somebody in our Discord probably knows a little bit more, can help walk me through that. But you could use Blackmagic. Yeah, but isn't that expensive? I think that's really expensive. I know that whatchamacallit, Steven Crowder uses something called like Gorilla, something like and I don't know. I think that's like a whatchamacallit, like an enterprise level. We don't have money for that, is what I'm saying.
I wish these like OBS and StreamYard or Streamlabs OBS would like get with the program with some of the features
just
that
integrate
StreamYard
that.
has.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like chat highlights and different like
Blackmagic
incorporating
is
guests.
Snap. Okay, somebody send me a link to it in chat. Nobody delete the link. Maybe I will buy it. I just don't want to use StreamYard anymore. Like, I want to use my own production stuff, so we could have like funny stuff popping on the screen. It gets more interactive with the viewers.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like every show on Rumble is pretty boring from a production standpoint. Yeah. Crowder's probably the best. He's got like transitions and overlays and all that kind of stuff. I know when I hear Blackmagic, I hear their I think I used to have one of their cameras. Their cameras used to be the shit, but they're talking about their software. So I don't know what software it is, or somebody email me. Rumble Studio has the same problems. Like, it's great if you're going to use it and you want to do ad reads, but you have this same thing. You can either have 3 cameras on, or you can have an article. You can't really easily switch between overlays and make it look cool. And I don't know so it's called Blackmagic software. Is that a local software that you use to do voice video calls? You need strobe lights for the TikTok. Yeah, that's a big thing. Your mind needs to control the bots using all these derogatory words in chat. No, I don't do that. I don't. People can say whatever they want in chat. I don't really give a shit.
Free speech of you.
Yeah. I'm not trying to stifle anybody's slurs in chat or whatever it is. I was waiting for chat to bail me out and tell me what the answer is, but I can't. See, Black Magic sounds like a penis pill. It does, or like trucker speed, like it's sold in those bottles, like at the counter at the truck stop. Yeah, Jeremy's streaming his business meeting. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to the news. So we have, so I guess I just want people to know, like, I want to have a better like show, like look, more stuff. Because when you use like OBS or something like that, you can have like different transitions. We can, the ad runs wouldn't have to be so cringe where I'm like taking everyone one off by the screen and then putting the ad out. I can just press.
I like it
when
when you do that. 'Cause I'm always tempted to yell something crazy.
Yeah.
I'm the last one there.
Yeah, that. Well, sometimes I leave people. I used to leave people on, but
Sometimes
I did
take people out.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I saw this video, and again, I like to save stuff for Astrocast. I'm pretty new to church, so I'm not like, I don't want to like. I save this kind of church stuff for Melanie.
Okay,
but
let's see.
All I can say is the Lord works in mysterious ways. I don't want to set up. I don't want to set up the video any more than that.
Okay.
But before we get to the news, I thought you'd get a kick out of this. So this is some liberal dork who's apparently wearing a wizard hat, and is harassing a street preacher. The street preacher is the POV from the street preacher.
Okay.
I pray for him. I don't understand what he's going through right now.
Jesus Christ.
But I call his name.
From putting the back
I
of your
ask
head
Jesus
on
Christ
the back of the fucking deck, sir.
For him to relax. I rebuke all demons.
Jesus
and
Christ
the devil
is not going to help you.
I rebuke the devil.
Or is he? Or is he?
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Leave him the fuck alone.
This is
I love it.
It's like Jesus Christ is not going to help you. Man pops out of nowhere.
He's like, okay, bro, I've heard enough.
Yeah,
I like
lay
the
this
rebuking
smack
demons.
down.
I like
Yeah.
the rebuking demons, so this guy can relax. That was a pretty good line.
Yeah, and then like there's this black dude comes out of nowhere, hits him in the face with a skateboard. Now I don't condone the violence, but like he clearly wasn't.
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad.
saying I condone it, but I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I saw he's just like leave him the fuck alone and just blast him in the face with a skateboard. Like I mean, the Lord does work in mysterious ways. I mean, I think much like that child preacher. This is another video to brighten your days out
Maybe
there.
ES chat says that man was an angel. Maybe he was.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he
did
was
appear.
an angel.
Or
You never know.
he was a retard and he was armed. He was equipped to fight against the devil.
Exactly.
That's
He
true.
was a retard
called
who
and
was
equipped.
called for this and equipped for this purpose. Yes.
Yeah.
It is like interesting that the wizard hat is like, I'm gonna yell at this preacher because he's probably gonna do nothing, and he's not thinking about that there are other people on the street who are gonna be like, I don't like what he's saying, and I'm gonna do something about it.
Yeah, you can talk a lot of ish about like hood black guys, but hood black guys they at least they pretend to be they can be very religious. They can be,
most black people are.
Yeah, and a lot of people like grow up in church even if they are not practicing themselves. Like just because they are maybe not following as well as they should be right now doesn't mean they want wizard hat, talking trash about Jesus.
Right. They still like know the truth, whether they live it or they still know it, right? And they still acknowledge it. Yeah.
And it's like you're going after what their like moms and grandmothers like.
That's the big yeah. That's probably the big thing. Joss Born for 50 says Democrats reminded service members that they have a duty to refuse unlawful orders. Pretty sure impeding federal agents in the act of official duties is an unlawful order. Also, pretty sure waging war on the federal government is unlawful. Yeah, Tim Walz is definitely spiraling. I guess I want to talk about the Greenland thing a little bit. Like it kind of broke last night that like the United States is actually closer. I thought it was a meme, but like this Greenland thing is real. Like Trump's gonna buy Greenland. He's made like I guess Rubio's working on it right now. There's like a very real offer of what was it, $100,000 $10,000 to $100,000 per person to Greenlanders as a part of the effort to encourage secession from Denmark. I mean, this is kind of the way. I mean,
it's the funniest thing I've ever heard. It reminds me of you're basically like bribing them. Be like, ditch them. It reminds me of like a divorce case where the dad is
you want to go with dad's got the Nintendo.
Yeah, I'll buy you a car.
Yeah. I mean, I think like for the most part, I think most people are probably, unless one of you disagrees, but like, I don't want a 51st state, first of all, but there's plenty of situations where we like have these relationships with countries where they're not.
Right.
Puerto Rico, the last country we bought property from, I believe, was also Denmark. We bought some islands from Denmark back in, I want to say the 70s. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but like shout out to Lions today, who may be covering the Detroit Lions, saying Tim Walz is cheeks. So people are like butthurt about the tax money stuff. I actually don't care. Like if it's all bakes in and we buy Greenland, I 100% support it. I only want to do what like actual Greenlanders though. I don't want to conquer them. I don't want any of that like nonsense.
I don't want to make them U.S. citizens either. Just to be clear. Like, they're not a state. If we have a ton of territories that we support, whether or not we should. I mean, to me, in some ways, Greenland seems like it has more assets than some of the places that we, back and have, a governmental relationship with. But I just don't want it to be like, did you see also that Trump said we're going to be in Venezuela for years? Like,
I know, yeah.
I don't know if these are all my favorite moves, but I can acknowledge that Greenland has a strategic purpose. And you were right. It was the 1970s.
Okay.
The U.S. purchased the Danish West Indies, which is comprised of St. Thomas, St. John's, and St. Croix.
Yeah, and they're basically just vacation spots now. I mean, they're not.
Actually, sorry, I'm looking at this again.
Yeah, when I said 70, I was like, I feel like I knew
guess
there's
it
a 7
took a long
in there.
time to negotiate. Is why the dates get messed up.
I mean, I think I don't want like. The thing is, if you're a Greenlander, I don't know if we have any in chat. It's only 50,000 people.
If we do.
If we do, I'll bring you on the show. Yeah, I'll bring you on the show.
All right.
Like, if Greenland, like, you would think people in Greenland would rather be sovereign, don't you? Like,
right.
I can't imagine Greenlanders being like, they're a part of Denmark. We know they don't love that, but why would they want to be a part of the United States? Like, I don't really love that aspect of it. Now, if we could buy them off, we give you all $100,000 and you want to be a part of the United States. And then in exchange for that, we get all the natural resources there. And, there's actually, I watched this video yesterday of, I don't really watch his show, but it was a clip of Glenn Beck. And he raised an interesting point about there's kind of like this hot war possibility, but then there's also this Cold War possibility, which is really driven by AI. And what do you need to win that? Well, you need rare earth minerals. You need chips. And so when you go to Venezuela, you go to Greenland, people are saying that's actually part of that. Is that, if you look like the price of RAM right now, like I was thinking about getting a new computer, no shot. Like there's no way. I'll just have to wait, which is fine. My computer's still pretty good. It'll be fine for another year. But like, people are saying that, so chat says 60% of the economy is from Danish subsidies. So that's not great. So I wouldn't want to be subsidizing them. Like,
I mean, but if their economy is based on subsidies for them, not for us, but for them, I bet they are happy for it to be subsidized by the United States if they're allowed to be more sovereign. Not necessarily what I want us to do, just if you're the people there, what's the difference? I guess unless you think that a United States government is going to be more authoritarian in some way, which, a lot of people feel that way. I don't think it's true, but
Yeah, I mean, if the people of Greenland want to go, if they're like, well, if we got to be with somebody, we'd rather be, subsidized by the United States. I'm 100% for it. I don't want a 51st state. I don't think that's what Trump's proposing. It's just like an economic zone where basically we'll get favorable trade deals, which is what is really happening in Venezuela now. Like Trump's like, well, we'll bring in all this oil now. What is it, 50 million barrels or something, which we'll purchase at market rate, but then I'll control the money. Like, okay, well, it's just a shadow economy. Like, we're buying and selling the oil to ourselves, and then we'll tell Venezuela how to spend the money that we give them, which I'm sure will also be, beneficial to the United States. I don't love that. We'll have to see. Like, I want to get in and out of Venezuela. I want to secure whatever good deals are for America. Secure the oil, secure the rare earth minerals. Cool, but pay them what they're worth. Like, don't go in there and just steal them. Pay them what they're worth so Venezuela can get, can grow its own military and all this kind of stuff and protect itself. Venezuela is also part of the U.S. Economic Zone 1. No nations in America, only UN Economic Zone, sorry. UN Economic Zone 1. Greenland is northmost point. Bill Gates wanted it since 2010. It's literally an agenda 2030. Yeah, I mean, even Fetterman said, like, this Greenland thing's not new. Like, people have been talking about, the strategic value of or annexing or whatever Greenland for a long time. Like, this isn't anything new. It will be curious. I mean, if we're buying it, I'm fine with that. I'm fine for buying all the property. Like, if the United States can buy whatever property they can, I'm for it. That's a good investment. The only thing the good Lord Jesus isn't making more of is land. Like, if you're a human being, investing in property is one of the best things you can do with your money. Point blank, period. You could get unlucky. You could have bought property in Detroit. But I mean, if you're buying land.
Sorry, Lions today.
Yeah, sorry, Lions. Yeah, sorry, Lions today. If you're buying property, like, it's one of the best investments you'll ever make. And if the United States government is buying property, I think that's a great investment. Now, I don't want to buy people, and I don't want to buy like governments and stuff.
Like,
depends on which person.
Yeah, some people will buy.
You want that kind of responsibility, Melanie? No.
Yeah.
I mean, like with the Alaska purchase, right? When we purchased Alaska, we did make them citizens. From my understanding, same with Hawaii. So, like, when you say purchase, I start to actually get nervous. It's not that the concept is bad. It's just, what does this look like in practice?
Yeah. Jeremy, how the F do you think islands are made? It's gone making more land. Well, that can happen, but it's more rare that larger pieces of land break apart. And that's not actually adding more land. That's just separating it. But there can be some islands created through volcanic eruptions under the ocean. That can happen, but it's extremely rare. And I almost guarantee you that is not offsetting the amount of earth that is getting washed into the ocean every year through erosion. Just look at Hawaii now.
Yeah.
Where a lot of the big expensive property is, they're losing like 5 feet a year of frontage because the ocean's eroding it. It's a real problem. But that, I think this is to acquire Greenland, U.S. President Trump is reportedly considering paying Greenlanders $10K to $100K if they cede from Denmark. Again, this is the way. I think, like, this is like, hey, well, we'll break you off a check, 20 grand each. And some Greenlanders like, well, it's either one country's offering me 10K. Now, hey, Denmark could offer them 200K.
Oh.
It does make it kind of interesting because, I mean, I don't know enough about Danish law and protocol. A lot of times when there's like, yeah, you guys could vote to secede, we ultimately will decide that you can't, because we're this authority. But
well, that's what's with Canada, right? Like Canada,
Canada. I mean, even with like states, like there are counties in Maryland that want to secede and join West Virginia, but like it's up to the capital basically, or to decide if they can go, or the seat of government. The thing here is like, are the Danish or the Greenlanders? What's the term?
I think Greenlanders. Yeah, it's probably true.
Now in a position to negotiate with Denmark, like. Is this actually the best thing that's happened to them in a couple decades?
Well, that's what I mean. You could get generational wealth here. Be like, hey, Denmark, my vote's for sale. The Orange Man offered me 100 grand, but for 200 grand, you could have my vote. And then they take that 200 grand, you go back to America and you say, now I need 250. Like, I would, that's as capitalist as it gets. D. Damas says, according to First Act in 2026 was to give Melanie and HCB a raise. Second act, I didn't give him a raise. Jeremy Finan delivers feedback.
Are you revealing a surprise to us all?
No,
okay.
No, actually, I wanted to talk about that with you guys. We'll have to talk about that off air.
Have a business meeting on air again.
Yeah. The Don will make Denmark an offer they can't refuse. Yeah. I mean, I think Denmark, I would presume, is also stands to gain a significant amount of money from this, especially if they're subsidizing Greenland. That means it's probably a net negative on their economy. If the United States could go to Denmark and say, hey, we'll give you, I don't know, whatever, $10 billion or whatever, you know, you can go make a bunch of chocolate and, you know, you don't have this financial strain and we'll take this off your.
Yeah,
like,
but then they don't have access to the same minerals and everything else that we want. I mean,
I know, that's true. And I don't know about the rare earth minerals on Greenland. If they're there, then, you know, I could see it being worth it. I don't know if they are.
Well, and
or if
also
this is more
speaking
just
of
like
like
an
not getting
outpost
more
thing.
land, unless Denmark's about to wage a war, I'm not expecting. They're not going to expand their border in Europe. That's actually like, if they're trying to control land, giving up Greenland would be bad for them.
Well, Denmark did say, like, they did this, like, well, the doctrine is that if we see any U.S. military ships, we're going to fire first and ask questions later. I'm like, easy fucking Denmark. We'll take you too.
Well, they were like NATO. If America tries to take
Yeah,
Greenland, you guys
yeah.
have to write in, right?
Yeah,
It could
yeah.
be the end of NATO, which is funny because like a lot
Awesome.
of Trump supporters are like,
Yeah.
end of NATO.
If he took Greenland and NATO just ended, that would be all I need from on it. Well, no, voter ID is really the only thing I care about in 2026. Voter ID is more important than Greenland or NATO. But getting rid of NATO or leaving NATO would be incredibly based. Like, people don't understand.
Also,
NATO is America. We're paying for all of it. If some
subsidize
bullshit,
that.
yeah, like if fucking Russia invades past Ukraine into a NATO country, whose fucking soldiers are going to be on the ground? Ours. Whose military is it going to be? Ours. Whose money is it going to be? Ours. NATO is fucking useless. It was a thing for 20 years after World War II, and after that, it's been completely useless. Like, the United States is NATO. It's a joke. Most of the countries in NATO aren't even paying their dues. So what happens if a country is in the red, right? They owe money to NATO and then they get invaded. Like, you aren't up on your dues, so you're not a member of NATO. So like all of this, like, I get NATO in 1942, 1950, but NATO, much like some aspects of the Constitution even, don't really matter. They don't really translate to 2026. Quite as well. It's just my opinion.
No, I get that. I also think that for the people who are really supportive, especially last time Trump was in office, of leaving NATO with Greenland is going to be much more dramatic and interesting than just like a bureaucratic vote to leave NATO. Can you imagine leaving NATO with like spoils of war? Fascinating.
Yeah, I would love it. I'm all for it. You're going to get another $100 million in new 100 million new South Americans as per Agenda 2030. North Americans will get zero benefit from Greenland purchase. Supporting this is literally your demise. I mean, I disagree with you, but I think that your point, having it being a part of Agenda 2030 and stuff, is valid. However, I would like to hear a specific reason why the United States acquiring Greenland is actually bad. Like, not that it's a part of, you know, it's mentioned in something else. Like, it's all good. And also, like, there's no indication that we're going to be importing 100 million South Americans. None. Like,
Are
right
they
now,
saying that
all
because
in
they think we're going to create like geo instability with the stuff going on in Venezuela?
I think it, well, I guess I have to see, but I wonder if they're talking more about like the Monroe Doctrine kind of taking over more and then having these people, you know, come to America. Again, like, I am not for, look how quickly the Trump administration came out remember when they were like, oh, well, Kristi Noem said that Venezuelans can now immediately begin applying for refugee status.
Temporary percent, yeah.
The Trump administration was like, fucking no, we didn't. No, that's not true. We never did that. So as long as we're not doing that, you know, I remain cautiously optimistic. The stuff in Minnesota I want to talk about, but then I wanted to talk about this other, some of this, well, I guess we'll talk about that. The CES stuff, you know, and then there's this story about women, I bought the loneliness epidemic.
Oh.
Plus, I put this aside because it was Estrocast. I thought maybe you girls would be interested in. There's a new vacuum, and
how fun!
yeah, see, right?
Just thinking, I might have to replace mine today. That's so funny.
The Saros rover.
I've had every Roborock since the first one came out, and this one does stairs.
Whoa!
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of a game changer.
The Roborock I have now has an arm that comes out and it picks up stuff. Like if I leave a shoe or a dog toy, it'll pick it up and so the one I have now vacuums
Doesn't
and
just crash
mops.
into it and consume the laces and die. That's what my robot vacuum does.
Yeah, no. There's like an RFID tag garbage can, and it will take the item and go put it in the garbage can. That's how it's supposed to work.
Oh my!
It's
Yeah,
fucking
robots into
useless.
Your homes.
It doesn't do that. Every time I tested it, like I had to set specific items up to see if it would work. Like my shoe, I wear size 16s. The garbage can it's programmed to put is like this little. It doesn't even fit in the garbage can, and it's not strong enough to pick up my shoe. But it will pick up like plush occasionally. I just turn the feature off because it doesn't work.
Right.
But this one, climbing stairs, would definitely be because that's one of the only things in the house that I have to still vacuum is stairs because I have a Roborock downstairs. I have one upstairs on my main level, and I have one upstairs. I have one on every floor.
Oh.
They mop and vacuum.
If you want to know what kind of economic status Jeremy has, he's
Yeah,
got
that's why I can't afford a new
multiple levels.
computer.
Upstairs.
Yeah. And the secret.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I need a Roborock that can play Smash Bros with me.
No,
Well, you need
we
Rob
don't
the
need
robot.
companions.
Rob the robot from the old Nintendo guy.
Like don't let it talk, just let it sit there with the controller.
Yeah.
And don't make it look like a human. Like I just yeah.
No, you'd probably like if you look like the Predator, right, Melanie? That's
I'm
just so
trying not
everyone
to
knows
fall
her
into
little
degeneracy, guys. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Melonie's little AI waifu is going to actually be the Predator.
Yeah,
It's not going to be it's not going to be a beefcake guy.
Yeah, it's
the
Predator.
There's some cool stuff at CES I want to talk about. Though, like this laptop with the rolling screen. So like you just press a button and it turns a regular laptop into a widescreen. Like
Wow.
so this whole screen like rolls out. And it rolls down. You can kind of see the edge of the laptop here. So this is how it normally is. And then you press a button and it extends out. I don't know how long that's going to last because I have the Fold. Let me tell you, folks, dumbest purchase of my life. I have unfolded this phone to watch videos exactly one time ever since buying it. And every time I carry it, I have this huge thick ass phone now in my pocket. You know, one time, like when my wife was in the ER, I was like, well, we'll watch because they have shitty TV there. I'm like, oh, I can log into Hulu and we watch like Bob's Burgers or something like that.
Right.
But like other than that, I never open it. But people said that the technology was no good and that you'd have crease in your screen. I don't have that. Like, and I've had the phone 6 months and it's been totally fine. And I like
you have like
the
a
big
screen protector on it?
No,
Because I assume that would crease like an.
Nope. I never run screen protectors on my phone. Like I raw dog them.
I don't use screen protector either.
Yeah,
you guys are crazy.
No. That's all a phake industry. They're trying to get you to buy all that bullshit. It doesn't even
saved my
protect your
screen
phone.
many a time, but you know.
I haven't had a screen break in like 5 years, I think.
I had one in my life ever, and it was totally my fault.
Every screen I've ever had has broken.
Oh, wow.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, Hannah Claire. Not.
Yes,
I mean,
that's
like,
why I buy the screen
Skateboarding
protector.
with your phone and
Well,
stuff. Like, yeah,
you're buying
doing all
screen
your
protectors,
extreme
but they're still
sports.
breaking.
Well, this is before I
You
started
just
using
proved our
protectors.
point. Oh, Hannah Claire works for Big Screen Protector.
Yeah, if you're a
everybody-
screen protector
yeah.
company, I'm happy to review your product. Let me know.
They're like, hey, would you like this worthless piece of plastic that's going to get air bubbles in it and make
I
your
know,
screen
I
hard
hate
to
it.
read?
There's like a little
Fuck that.
air bubble.
I
I'm like,
would.
no, dude.
No.
I ain't doing all that.
Yeah. We like to live dangerously, I guess.
Yeah.
But now they have a trifold, so it gets even bigger.
Oh,
so
wow.
So
and
it'd
then
be
there's going to be the
a whole
quadruple
nother
fold. And then you
screen.
have like a whole tablet.
Well, that's kind of this rolling.
Have a big like desktop
And
monitor.
it's like the entire desk.
Yeah.
You've like folded out a TV from your pocket.
Yeah, it's getting out of control. The I don't know if anybody in in the chat has a fold phone, but it's clumsy as hell. I hate it. Now, if I could definitely see kids being into it. Like every room I go into, I have a TV. I'm not like, I don't watch TV on my phone. I don't really watch YouTube videos on my phone either. I'll watch YouTube on my TV, but I don't really watch it on my phone. But kids,
I always
they
thought
do.
the fold would be good if you were like working from it. Like if you need to see a document on one side and then like you are like writing on the other. Like I could see a use case scenario for it, but
Yeah, but then those assholes got rid of the stylus. There used to be a stylus with this. So then you could draw on the screen and like do stuff like that. And then they got rid of that. So I was like, great, I have the screen now so I can work on it, but I don't have the stylus. So I don't have the useful tool. The one that folds out like a camcorder is pretty good. I don't know what you're talking about. The phone? I'm all about this vacuum. We'll have to see. I have to see it in work because I got burned. I ran out and bought the one that would pick up the dog toys and it doesn't fucking work. But I really should have returned it.
You're women, so you'll want to talk about this vacuum. But actually, the person who has the most thoughts and opinions.
I really wanted to talk about it. Yeah, I was the one that wanted to talk about it.
I respect that.
So everything going on in Minneapolis right now is pretty bonkers. Let's get back to like some more serious news, I guess, if I must. What do you make of like, I think you can make, the last year has really tested my commitment to freedom of speech. And I don't mean, well, I know.
Oh,
well,
sorry. It was just a great way to open this.
Yeah. Well, it's because we have all these like violent leftists that are calling for like, literally calling for people to kill people on social media. Like, I feel more like I want to black bag these people and, but again, like we have like this video, but this is somebody with 128,000 followers. If this is the video, I think it is. By the way, everything you need to know right there. Right there. Fellas, if you ever see this on a woman, don't. Just don't. Don't. Just keep it pushing.
Just murdered an innocent civilian bystander today.
Didn't do any of that, but of course.
Bystander.
That's where we're at in this country.
Yeah, bystander, when she was trying to run down the...
Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere is reporting it like she was doing, like she just randomly happened to be there, which I told you this is how they report it, but like, they'll be like, she was in her car and she was just trying to leave, after blocking a car, like an ice vehicle.
That's the best. That's the best we're going to get out of the left, is that she was just trying to leave. That's honestly probably the only thing they should. Like I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. The shoot was good. Wish it didn't happen. This is not like a leftist, like getting pepper sprayed where it's funny and you get to laugh at it. This woman had 3 kids and now she's fucking dead.
Right.
It's not like, I'm not celebrating that.
Right.
I'm not, but it's her own fault.
I agree.
Nobody told her, look, you got 3 kids. What the fuck are you even doing?
Exactly.
You have a 6-year-old. What are you doing in your car blocking ice? Shouldn't you be at home being a mom? Shouldn't you be, packing their school lunches? Shouldn't you be like, leave it to the 20-year-old kids with nothing to lose? What are you doing?
Right.
You have 3 kids. What are you doing?
Right. Yep.
Why did you not listen to the police when they told you to stop your vehicle? Why did you not listen to the police when they told you to get out of your vehicle?
She's just trying to leave after blocking their cars with her car.
And I totally believe that it's entirely plausible that she just panicked and was like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. It's totally like, I mean,
it's possible, but again, like another sign that this was not a place she should have been. Right.
Exactly.
It's
Stay on the
dangerous to
sidewalk.
confront law enforcement. Everybody knows that. You didn't need to do this. You have decided that this was some sort of calling. And again, like, it's not to mock her death in any way. It is the lost human life is tragic and bad. But I don't think that she was a bystander like this lady is saying.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think we showed yesterday where that guy like pepper sprayed that guy right in the face, pepper gunned him. He had like a gun with it. Of course, I saw on the front page of some leftist website, look at this black man in fear. And like, they completely cut out the part where he tried to grab the cop's gun.
He's got his hand on him. So
like, this is what the left does. And Jimmy Kimmel did it last night too, where ICE just killed and for whatever reason, ICE is like the only law enforcement that the left, like people are just saying like, you can do whatever you want. Like people can go touch them, push them. Like very few people would be as surprised that this happened if it was a police officer that it happened to. For whatever reason, these leftists just think they can do whatever the fuck they want to ICE agents. Throwing snowballs at them, which I'm not a lawyer, but I'm guessing would qualify as assault. I mean, it'd be no different than throwing a rock, right? Like,
well, you don't know what's in the snow.
Right.
Yeah, or if it's frozen. Yeah. So this person says here, again, these people are going to get one of their dumb followers killed. And maybe they just did yesterday.
If you don't like where we're at in this country, I invite you to bed rot with me. On January 20th, we are going to just not do any of our responsibilities at all and see how this country
You would have done that
fares. 'Cause if
anyways.
you're-
Don't make this about
For
the
real,
protest.
like,
Look
what
at her
are you
face.
doing?
Yeah, look at her face and her jewelry. This woman bed rots anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
a woman, you know how much we actually run. And I'm sick and tired of propping up a fascist.
I can tell you this bitch doesn't go to the dentist. I can tell you that much.
So sorry.
has
I didn't
no
realize
problem.
that just like ignoring your responsibilities is a new form of protest. I'm about to become such a liberal activist.
Yeah, she's really sticking it to the man by not ordering
By
DoorDash.
staying home. Yeah. Good
Yeah,
plan.
like what? Okay.
Murdering me. And they better count their blessings. We're just bed rotting for a fucking day.
Oh, what else are you
Because
gonna do?
the Second Amendment exists for this reason.
We do like the Second Amendment.
And if protests and
Oh, you
boycotts
do.
aren't working, that's the only
Wow.
option left. You have no
Wow.
excuse to not take a single day off. You can do it. Nothing's more important right now.
Nothing's more important than taking a day off.
I thought they were taking a day off. I'm so confused.
Oh no, please don't bed rot. What will we do?
Yeah, what will the world do when you're like an unemployed dork? But I mean, you have these people too, like masked trans femme and like these people are uploading these videos.
Oh dear.
I feel like I want this guy doxxed. That's what I want. I know that I like pushed to really commit to it. I don't, but I am being like the Lord is testing me.
Well,
like
I would hope whoever
with my
knows
principles.
him really is turning him into law enforcement. You know,
Yeah, this woman
I haven't
definitely
seen the video,
looks
but I
like
assume it's not good.
she looks like she has at least 6 empty boxes of Summer's Breeze in her bathroom. But I'm gonna say I probably shouldn't have made that joke on Astrocast.
Agent that murdered that unarmed civilian in Minneapolis.
So then this person, they killed an unarmed civilian.
Where's the femme part?
Yeah, this is definitely a dude.
To the ICE agent that murdered that unarmed civilian in Minneapolis.
Armed with a car can be a weapon.
A 2,000-pound weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to the law, it is. By the way, if you're going to record a super scary video with your mom's leggings on your face, turn off the fucking air conditioner so we can hear you. Like, I can hear whatever is running in the
Jeremy is
background.
quality controlling.
Yeah.
The trans femme liberal.
Oh my
threat
God.
video.
We have your face. We have pictures of you. We will get justice for a fallen comrade.
So why, like, am I crazy? Like, blackbag this guy. Fucking find out
Sounds
who he
like
is
he's on
and
a-
fucking arrest him. Like, what is
Sounds
going
like he's
on?
on a million SSRIs right now.
His eyes look like it.
We know you're free.
My life is...
We're gonna find you, but I need to take a nap first.
Mom! Chicken nuggets! My roommates didn't buy my double espresso Starbucks. This is pain.
Whether it be judicial justice.
I don't know what flag this is in the background either. It's some
I
new
can't
flag I gotta
tell.
learn.
Is that the pedo flag or something?
I'm just gonna assume it is. Yeah.
Or street justice depends on whether or not you turn yourself in and admit to your crime.
This is a threat. Like,
thinks he's doing something.
I know. I just want his mom. I want the second of this video where his mom walks in like, Tammy, clean your goddamn, like, you know that video? You smell like shit.
Yeah.
You haven't gone to the bed. It smells like shit in here. What is that? Oh my god. Well, it smells like shit in here. I think that's the. What is that video?
There's one that's disgusting. Where is it? Disgusting. This one's my favorite.
Do you get it?
I don't know if we're talking about the same one, but this one's my favorite. Okay, hold on.
He's like playing video games, and his mom's like.
This one's with a couple girls on video, but it's so funny. It's my favorite one.
Hold on. Yeah, I think I got mine too. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm so happy to learn out the internet with you guys.
Yes.
Your cool
We
memes.
got you.
This is how you learn. No, why can't? Did you get yours already? I can't.
Yeah,
Chat,
it's in the private chat. It's in the private chat.
This is definitely the second, or maybe you have the same one. Oh no, this isn't, but this one's a classic too.
It's so funny.
Sherloid by Sherloid or Rebecca G then. And don't forget all the trouble we got into.
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit? What do you mean? Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting!
Disgusting! I want to find the mom yells shitting yourself. This is the. Hold on. Yes. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Now we're gonna set this up. So here's what I want the second half. So here's gonna be. So somebody in chat make this video for me. Somebody take like the first half of this and then cut the second half of this so I can upload it. Okay.
To the ICE agent that murdered that unarmed civilian in Minneapolis. We have your face. We have pictures of you. We will get justice for a.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you.
I can.
Get out.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and
It's the
go.
same fucking guy.
It is the same
bathroom.
It is.
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Oh my god. I'm gonna give an editor on this.
To the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Hold on.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole.
That's this guy all grown up. Like this is him all grown
Oh,
up.
it is. It is.
Yeah, I mean, how what is the line? Oh, they found him. Ha ha ha.
Oh no.
He looks exactly like I expected.
Oh, he calls himself trans femme.
Oh, he looks like fucking sorry to catch a stray, but Marilyn Manson's gonna catch one.
Oh,
he looks like AIDS Marilyn. Well, no, Marilyn Manson looks like AIDS Marilyn Manson.
True. No, he looks like if Adam Driver just got like.
Oh yeah, like his mom
Adam
took a bunch of
Driver-
Advil in the womb.
Exactly. Yeah.
What do you? I want to ask you guys, at like what point do you? Because some hacker group released 14,000 ICE agents' personal information yesterday, like where they live and shit like that. Like, at what point is it? And I'm going to shut up because I know I've been talking too much. But like, in your heart of hearts, like, how far do you allow this to go? Because I believe that it's really not controversial anymore to say that there is a direct line between this rhetoric and then school shootings or people shooting ICE agents. Like, this is not up for debate. This isn't the video games are making the kids violent.
Right.
This is, you feel confident to go and upload a video threatening to kill an ICE agent on social media. I think you should get the black bag for that. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think if you're doxing people with and making threats and things like that, then yeah, there should be some repercussions for that.
I mean, I think part of the challenge is like how quickly and how are they identified, and also like goes back to the FBI, which I know has some other controversial topics or people in today's day and age. But, you know, whoever identified that guy could turn him into police, be like, hey, I'm not going to like publish his address online, but I'm going to send it to law enforcement. I'm going to say, this is a threatening video. I'm concerned about this. I'm concerned about whatever. And then it could go nowhere for, you know, a number of reasons. How often do we hear, oh, the FBI had this person on the radar. We were aware of this person. We had like, that's what I get frustrated with. You know, there is an argument
every time they're on the radar every time.
Right. Yep. And there's an argument that like Antifa, domestic terrorist group, sometimes it's hard to identify with someone formally as a member, but to a certain extent, I feel like there's a level of inaction, as if, and again, like I don't want to live in an authoritarian state. On the other hand, like this is a threat. This is not okay. And why would this be tolerated anyways? I don't know. So it's hard to understand where the breakdown is. Like hypothetically, if Trump's administration is in charge of the FBI, they should take this really seriously. I know that Biden's administration was not as concerned about the safety of ICE agents. If this was under Biden, I'd be like, well, we know why this person would get to say this online. But now I don't really know. It comes down to the leadership of the FBI, in my opinion.
What do you think, Melanie? At what point is too far?
I think that it's too far right now with them like doxing them and making these statements like, okay, guys, we have 2A for a reason, and this is it. How is that not a threat? Like it is.
To me, it is. It's clear cut.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what law you're breaking, probably making terroristic threats.
Right.
You know, but just like my take on the National Guard, like my take on the National Guard is Trump should be flooding the streets with 10,000 guards and 10,000 DHS agents. We should not be backing off. You can't be telling these people, all you have to do is show up and cause some trouble and then we'll leave. And you flood the streets with National Guard to protect the leftists. Like, I know that's crazy to say, but it's for their own good. Yeah. They shouldn't be allowed so close to ICE agents where they're throwing snowballs at them, because you don't know what that next snowball is. Is it a grenade? We don't know. And we obviously, like, I don't think it's crazy to make this connection. You have Jimmy Kimmel last night saying this.
You know what? Maybe they're trying. I know what they're doing. They're trying out a new slogan. Donald J. Trump is going to kill you.
Like, I think Kimmel knows what he's doing with this. He knows that it's the rhetoric that's going to whip up like Hassan Piker followers, idiots like this. It's going to whip them up, and they're going to go do their bidding for them. And like, is this a crime? No. But like, shit, what do we...
They know what they're doing. And it's this type of stuff is why Charlie Kirk is not with us right now.
100%.
This type of stuff where it's just like you've got these mentally ill people who are trying to change their gender and who are being told that, oh, the right wants you dead. They want you dead. They don't want you to exist. And now they're like committing acts of violence and they're already mentally unstable. But yeah, you have people telling you all the time, they want you dead, they want you dead. And then it just incites these actions from people, and they know exactly what they're doing.
They know some percentage of their viewership is mentally unstable.
Oh, yeah.
And at some point, what do you, I don't know what accountability looks like for this, because you can't really prove intent. And I guess at some point you just have to allow this.
Yeah.
But like, there is a clear line of delineation. Let me put it this way. If the right was saying this, if they're going on Fox News every night and saying, liberals are going to kill you, you need to arm yourself, wear a mask, learn how to shoot a gun. This is what these people are saying. Like, and some rightoid, some far right guy went and mowed down, shot up 20 ICE protesters. We would be hearing about free speech shouldn't be so free. We should be hearing the same. We would be hearing, we need to ban these people off social media. They're causing violence. But because it's the left doing it, I have to feel uncomfortable saying this shit is not okay.
Yeah. It's the left, but they're also presenting it to themselves as like, this is our only way of defending ourselves. They're basically preemptively saying it's self-defense, right? Which like It's not. It's not self-defense to assault an ICE officer who, you're blocking your car with. It's not self-defense to, attack a school or anything like that because you don't like the religion of that school or whatever. Like they are saying Donald Trump is going to hurt you, attack you, whatever. But actually what they're saying is like, you have the right to act first because you are in imminent danger. And that's not really how this principle works out. At least
by
not
the
legally.
way, there is almost 14,000 people watching on Rumble, and we only have 500 likes. Everyone who's watching on Rumble, make sure you click the like button. Everyone who's watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that. Make that a part of your daily routine. And if you're watching like on the Rumble homepage, make sure you click through to our channel, the quartering. We're live Monday through Friday at Monday through Thursday at 2 Eastern and 1 Eastern on Fridays. And you won't get notified when we go live for like special streams. We're going to be covering, we'll go live at different times also. So make sure you follow. It's totally free. Download the Rumble app, so you get the notification when we go live. We're definitely building some steam. I definitely want to get us up to, the goal last year was to be sitting at 10,000 concurrent viewers. We crushed that. Now we're already at like 13 to 14,000 in early January. So by the end of this year, I want to see us at, 20,000 on Rumble and 2,000 on YouTube. Rumble is our home, but we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're everywhere, just in case. Oz says, do you think if Tim Walz activates the National Guard, if other blue states would activate theirs to send to Minnesota? I sincerely hope that doesn't happen. So if people didn't see this yesterday, Tim Walz, it's essentially insinuated that he was going to activate the National Guard to get ICE out. I think that's what he was insinuating. Correct me if I'm wrong. This to me is as close to, a declaration of war on your own government as you can get. Like, ICE has every legal reason to be there. And for Tim Walz to insinuate he's going to activate the National Guard against them is, I don't know if treason's the right word, but what do you make of that language? Like, Tim Walz is flailing now. He just got referred. They just referred him to the DOJ for criminal charges today. I believe he will get them. Like, Nick Fuentes had a viral tweet. He's like, nothing's going to happen from the Somali stuff. Turns out, thankfully, he was wrong about that. Like, I think shit is going to hit the fan because Republicans know this is probably we've talked about this. Like, right now, today, this is what's going on at the Somali daycares.
Yeah.
Like, they're not stopping. Like, they should just keep. I think, what do you think? I think that Trump should, I said this yesterday, he should declare the Insurrection Act and flood the state immediately. Maybe you don't have to do that, but you should flood them with more Homeland Security officers because you have a duty to protect your law enforcement against the lawless mobs. But do you think, I'll go to you guys, do you think that's too much of an escalation? Am I being too much of a authoritarian dictator?
You've been flirting with dictatorship all of 2025.
I'm dictator curious. Yeah, I'm very I'm open. I'm dick curious.
So it finally comes out. What a year! What a crazy start. To
it's 2026. I'm just a different guy. By the way, Melanie, look, I got the Melanie angle now. You see this?
I love it.
I think it looks much better. Yeah,
it does.
Now I need
you guys
some
are motivating me to change my set. Maybe I will finally make an incremental improvement.
Now we just need to get you some cute tank tops. That'll be
oh my god, that would break the internet. She wore a hat yesterday, a sports hat. She wore a sports team hat yesterday, and I was like, oh, Melanie's not here to see her hat.
I put it on and I was like, Jeremy's going to say something within the first 5 minutes. And he didn't. He said something within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, we weren't even live. I was like, oh, no, we're just going to have that we're not going to allow that.
I have a lot of hats. Maybe I'll make it a weekly thing. The thing is, I am hesitant always to put too much federal authority in place. It's not that I don't want Trump to do something. I just, on principle, feel like we have to be cautious with it because I do really believe in the sovereignty of the states and their ability to govern themselves. in this case, you have Tim Walz. It's not like I would elect him, but he is
in charge.
Currently in office. Tim Walz is a wild card because his life is going up in flames. I mean, not only is he not running for re-election, he's now going to face criminal charges. He doesn't have a sort of nice, I was once a VP ticket to ride off into academia or some kind of other cushy position after this. Like, it's not good. I don't know the answer to this. Maybe chat does. The National Guard,
they are the military.
They get called by the governors, but they actually do report federally, right?
Yes.
So like,
yeah, it's
Tim
a military. Like,
call them, but they could be immediately directed to do something else by Trump. Yes. That's my understanding. Like, so it's sort of an empty threat in some respects. Although I guess you could have guardsmen break ranks. I know there was that video of all the Democrats saying don't follow unlawful orders.
They're not gonna. You think the guardsmen are? Yeah, they're not doing that.
I don't, but like hypothetically,
yes, yeah.
You know, I think more than anything, you know, it would be in Trump's best interest if Democratic governors say this is getting out of control. Can you send in the National Guard? That's the best one for him. I don't think Tim Walz would do that again because he's kind of going up and down in flames. Yeah. So he doesn't want his last act as governor to be like asking Trump for help.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Melanie? You think we need? I mean, I agree. Like, look, when Donald Trump got shot in the head, what did the Democrats say? He needs to turn down the temperature. This is his fault.
Right.
Now that their people are doing this, I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing we need to bring in the National Guard to fight ICE.
That's true. Well, I first lost respect for Tim. Well, yeah, the really one I've lost respect for Tim Walz is when he was playing Madden and he said that the defense was running a pick six play.
A pick six, yeah.
It's like, oh, you're running a pick six. That's great. But
that was like
all-American takedown of that man I've ever heard.
That was so. You're like, he's just like us. He's playing Madden, and then he does it. He clearly not only doesn't play Madden, but he doesn't even understand football.
And he said he was a high school football coach. I'm not buying it. If you think you can just run
a good high school football coach,
I guess
I believe he confused a Hail Mary with a pick six. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
I guess so. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm a little bit dictator curious, like you, Jeremy.
Yes.
All I know is like right now, with what the left is doing is that they're putting people, they put the police and they put ICE agents and so on and so forth in danger with their rhetoric. And like, look at all the ACAB movement and all of this going on with ICE right now. It's becoming even more dangerous than usual for people to be a part of the police force or an ICE agent. And it's definitely not good.
Yeah, I mean, you have a duty to protect these people. Mm-hmm. And I really hope that Trump learned from 2020. I believe what happened in 2020 is Donald Trump was afraid of getting called racist because he still had another term. And so he didn't deploy enough law enforcement to stop, and entire cities burned. Billions of dollars in damage, not just in Minnesota, but right here in Wisconsin, in California, in Seattle. We let these, like, I'm not saying we need to, like, look, if you're on the sidewalk and you're protesting and you're saying the most vile shit ever, and I disagree with everything, I still want you to be able to be there and protest the government.
Yeah, yeah.
But when we're at the point now where you have mobs that are, like, I think it should be well within our law enforcement, their jurisdiction to just round them up, put them in the paddy wagon, drive them 6 blocks away and say, here's where you can protest. Like, why do you think we're not doing that? There's some black pill in me that's like, there's some element of me that thinks our government lets it happen because they know the optics are good for Republicans.
I think Republicans wouldn't want that because if you're like, well, you know, the government is telling you where and when you're allowed to protest, that's a regulation on free speech, you know?
Yeah, but not where and when, like, but it's
kind
a
of though.
safety
If you're
thing.
like, get in the van and I'm going to drive you somewhere else, like, and you can have your protest 4 miles from where things happening. Like, just
there's no law. Freedom of speech doesn't say you get to stand next to a police officer while he's doing his job, though.
No, of
like,
course
there
not.
has
And
to be
also,
some.
like, freedom of speech doesn't mean you get to like beat up or assault officers. Like
block
there are all of these
highways and
things-
all that. Yeah.
Right. There are limits on it for sure. But I think that's sort of one of the optics I would assume you're fighting when you're like, okay, round up all the protesters and like put them somewhere else. Like the immediate slam dunk
Again, I'm on my
side is to be like
I'm
restricting
dick
free
drunk
speech.
right now. I'm definitely dick drunk. But that's probably using some hyperbole, but like, why are we not establishing a perimeter? Like, we're just
seems
letting
like an
these
ICE protocol that I don't understand.
Yeah, like they're just, I mean, if you look at some of these videos, they're just walking. I mean, it's a safety thing for the ICE officers too. You're letting these people walk right up to your car. I mean, what if they had a grenade on them? Or what if they had,
Right.
I mean, there's all sorts of endless videos of like these officers. Here's Nick Sorter last night. The police stood down. He was calling the police, asking for help, and like, you're on your own. Like, why? This is echoes of BLM. You know, it's like, well, we're just going to let them burn the city to the ground because that's safer. Fucking no. If you don't have enough cops, call in the National Guard and squash it. Like, this is bullshit. Like, it's
I mean,
not.
do you think part of it is like that it's the Minneapolis police force? Because there are other
Well,
cities where I believe the police would react differently because they think the
Yes.
governor would back
Yes.
them differently. Like there
Yes.
is a reason this is happening in a blue city, partially because of the high illegal immigrant population, but also because of who they know the leadership of the city will side with.
Yes, the mayor is a woke dork. The governor is a woke dork. I mean, this is a perfect example. 43,000 likes on this. Another horrifying image of a black man. What they didn't show was 30 seconds before that, he was grabbing the guy's gun.
Oh.
Like, he's grabbing his gun right here. Look at it. Grabbing his gun. I mean, he grabs the gun multiple times. And now but what the media shows is this poor black man. It's like
the Nick Sandman in the smirking. when
Nicholas
that guy,
Sandman,
like,
same thing.
approached him.
Yeah, the guy, yeah. I mean, this guy multiple times grabbing his gun. If that was an actual, like, so this is just like I don't know what you call it. Like, it shoots like pepper grenades. But if it was a real gun, in my opinion, and I think the law backs me, he would have been 1,000% justified to put a bullet in his head.
Yep.
Like, that's not how they, like, why are they allowed to be this fucking close? Like,
But doesn't that seem like that's a question for ICE?
yes.
Like-
yeah, that's where he got him. Yeah. That's not, yeah, he really did. That's what he fucking blasted him right in the face.
Deserved.
Yeah.
But then he tried to keep going, right? Some other protester had to come and grab the.
Yeah, here's here. Boom. And then he's still trying to go after him.
Wow.
Like, at what point is it like, you know what? You grab his gun. That should be a lethal force situation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, you could even make the argument that when he was grabbing his pepper gun. Now, this might be a stretch legally, but like, maybe that you can't prove that guy knew it was a non-lethal weapon.
Right.
What if that ICE officer had pulled his sidearm and killed him? Like,
Also, isn't this the group of people who are constantly saying they have to warn everyone, like, not to trust cops and that cops are always out to get you? Like, ICE looks like a cop in this situation. Why does the logic apply differently?
yeah, it absolutely shouldn't. And like, I just get like this. The black pill in me is like, they are letting this shit happen so that both sides get their clips.
Yeah.
Because, like, you see the left gets to put this up and get 50,000 likes and 6.4 million impressions of a scared, crying black man. But the reality is the 100% the opposite. Like, he's assaulting a police officer, and Jeremy's going to church and streaming with a Christian woman while shouting the F word. Yeah, that's me. That's me in 2026. You're going to be getting
He wants to be accessible to the public, you know?
Yeah. Wait till I get my, I'm leveling up. I ordered myself a pretty cool like crucifix necklace that I'm gonna wear now.
I love
It's made out of Damascus steel. Like, this guy just like makes them. So I was like, okay, I get that. That's cool.
Awesome.
The internet thing, the way the internet is, like, I ordered it and I didn't get it immediately in one day. So of course I'm like, this guy's a scammer. He's ripping me off. And like, he's like, I
Meanwhile, he's like
the
forging
business.
it himself right now.
Yes, he's like, no, I make these by hand. It's going to take like 3 weeks. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll wait for that. But like this
Have you
stuff,
heard of craftsmanship and patience?
well, yeah, I felt like a total asshole, but it's like I've got it's the Amazonification of the world. I was like, I spent money on this thing, and like I want it. I want to wear it. I want it. And I was like, and then he's like, oh no, I got one order in front of you, and it usually takes me a couple weeks to make these. I'm like, can I just pay you more money? Like I feel bad.
Well, it's
I'm
not
like,
even
I
just
used
he,
a
like,
coupon
makes
code.
the order. He's not like he doesn't have a backlog that he's sending out. He's like,
Yeah.
Jeremy, I'm making this specifically for you, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that this just has to go different than 2020. It just has to. I don't want and I think the only way that it does go different is with a iron fist lockdown. Now, I'm not saying violate people's rights. I'm not, but
question mark.
no, a lockdown. Yeah, true. Not good choice of words there. But like, you have to respond with not with backing off, because that's what they did in 2020. They just abandoned the police department, abandoned the police station so they could burn it down.
Yeah.
That is a thing that happened. The police abandoned their post because they just, again, the black pillar in me is like, they did that for the optics. But I'm like, no, you call in reinforcements and you push these fuckers back and you put them in jail.
Yep.
Like, there's a video of this lawyer where they blocked off the courthouse in Minneapolis yesterday, and this lawyer was like telling everybody, hey, it's only a $78 fine, we'll pay for it. Like, why isn't that woman in jail? Like, she's obviously organizing. I will give some credit in this video. Here, this is the video. Again, I know you guys will be shocked to see this, but it's a liberal white woman.
I don't do anything. I don't know. I say we line up right across these and block these doors.
Yeah, Look at her little black bodyguards too. But then, like,
I refuse to provide legal advice.
Oh, okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
she didn't want to get in trouble because they're like, well, they can't arrest us. She's like, no, it is illegal. And then later in the video, I will say this guy here, one of their groups. I wish maybe Andy has it. One of the people in their group kicked the window out.
Oh, wow.
And like, he of course was wearing a brand new keffiyeh, because of course he fucking was. And that black guy like grabbed him, was like, you can't do that. I was like, okay, good. Like I'm saying, I 100% respect their right to protest, to go to City Hall and do their protest, 1,000%. But you can't have violence. And at least I wish I had that video, because I was really proud of him. Like, again, like, just so people know, like, I'm very supportive of people's First Amendment right to do this stuff. Like, to...
You have like a classic dad reaction to this stuff, which is to like hit the ceiling and be like, everyone is grounded, dictatorship imposed.
Yeah.
And then you like calm down a little bit and like, you're like, okay, here's what I actually think. Like,
yeah, everyone go to their room. I have this, I think I have the video here. I have it somewhere. And like, what are the police supposed to even do? You know, like, they see these groups like organizing against them, talking about getting armed and carrying weapons. Like, what do you like? Of course the police are on edge. And it's like the left here. This is it. Here it is. So again, I give this guy credit. For the most part, they're peaceful, right? But this is not, you're not allowed to push in the door. This guy here, okay? Agitator, black guy, brand new keffiyeh. He was trespassing, should have been arrested. Everything's fine. You can chant that, fine. Whoops, sorry. I'm not sure about blocking entrances, but then you go forward here, and where is this kid? I think it's here. Here, he's kicking it. But shout out him here. He's like, dude, what are you doing? You can't do that. He stopped him. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't do that. So like, I'm saying I support, like, cool. Yes, now that kid should go to jail that did the property damage. But like, fine, you can do your whistles, you can do your whatever. But the second you cross the line, there should be swift and within whatever the the scope of the law is. And none of this bullshit where they get arrested and released the same day with a misdemeanor for $75. Because that's what they're telling. I meant to get to that part in the video. She's saying, hey guys, it's only $75 ticket. Like, make sure you have cash so you can bail yourself out and come right back. They said that. Where is that? That's the part of the clip I actually wanted.
Line up right across these and block these doors.
Yeah, right. I don't think you can block doors, by the way, because that's a fire hazard.
Right. Yeah.
But that's why you get to fix it, right?
Yes.
Let's block them in.
And you know what? She's a lawyer, so is that all right? Is that all right?
I refuse to provide legal advice.
Oh, okay, it's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right, because we're not
But I
doing
will
nothing wrong.
say, misdemeanor bail, $78 exactly is the minimum bail. Make sure you have some cash on you when
I got
you
some
are
cash
out.
for everybody.
Make sure that you
He's I got some cash for everybody. So this guy's a professional. This guy is getting paid to be there. I guarantee
That
it.
guy is interesting to me because hypothetically, like with the younger guy with the new whatever scarf, he is getting like an adrenaline rush off of the
mob
protest,
mentality.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And so then he starts to try and kick in the door, whereas this guy is like actually trying to maybe protest in a way that is like within the bounds of not violating all of the rules. And again, like I don't want to take away people's right to protest because inevitably someone I care about probably will also want to protest something one day. I want the right to be there.
Yes.
What I think is interesting with this lady lawyer is like, she's like, yeah, it's just a misdemeanor, whatever. You guys should go get it. And I think she did get arrested. But there are a bunch of other people out there who probably can't afford another misdemeanor. And so she's giving them terrible advice and then being like, oh, well, I'm not actually providing legal advice. I'm just telling you that this is what it is. Like,
Well, ruin your life, not my, like, right? Like,
to me, she's the same as the kid who is like getting hype off the crowd and deciding to kick in the door. Like, she is seeing this as her moment to be some sort of liberal savior.
she's the the Khaleesi meme, right? Like where she's getting carried by all these black people.
Yay!
By the way, it's been like 2 months since I said this, and I wanted to bring it up while we're off the homepage, so we're with our core audience here. It's a new year, and definitely could use your support. If you're in a position, please do consider going to thequartering.com and becoming a member today. I'm going to leave a link right now. We redesigned the site, so it's just you go to the homepage and you can just click. If you just go to thequartering.com and you click join, I know it's a hard swap, but like January, February, March really sucks ass. We could use your support. When you join as a member, you get to join the members Discord, so you can talk directly to us. We're going to bring back call-ins again. I'm just trying to find a way to really do it. But look, it's $6 a month. You get 2 months free if you join by the year. We definitely could use your support. If you go to thequartering.com right now and join as a member, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Look, Tim Pool's got plenty of money. Everybody else has got plenty of money. We've got big plans in 2026, including more like IRL events and stuff like that. We only have a couple hundred members. I'm hoping we can get that to 1,000 by the end of the year or something like that. But please take a moment right now to go to thequartering.com and click this join now button in the top. It's linked in the description too down below. Let me read some member comments while you join. And if you join, let me know in chat and I'll give you a shout out too. Pinochet's helicopter says Trump should send ICE to Massachusetts. The state is 99% far left terrorist Democrat, but they are largely disarmed by their own governor. Feds will face less resistance. Hey, I agree. Honky Kong says, as a man stuck in North Minneapolis, staying strapped with my head on a swivel, if they want to be done with me, they will meet my friends Heckler and Koch. That's a nice choice for a sidearm, by the way. Our sergeant says, make a meme with the picture of dead Hitler and say another capitalist protester murdered at the hands of a fascist dictator. Yeah, right. Also, Honky. Oh, I got that one, Honky. As retired Massachusetts, this is Pinochet. As retired Massachusetts Army National Guardsman, the governor or the president can order the governor to activate the unit. I was activated for the marathon bombing. Okay, good insider info there. Camp says the NG.
Again, if you're still listening, just for my clarification, if your governor activated you, but then the president deactivated you,
yeah, who's got the
deactive, right?
Yeah, I think the commander in chief would outrank.
I assume.
I would assume, yeah. Camp says the NG is the only section of the military, National Guard, that can be activated by either the governor or the president. All the rest is federal. Okay, but the question is, who can deactivate you?
Right.
It looks like we have a lot of guardsmen in
Trump
chat. Project Truth Teacher says National Guard swore the oath as active duty and to follow the order from POTUS. Omega says the National Guard have U.S. Army on their uniforms. As a veteran, I can tell you that the POTUS is on the top of the chain of command. Thus, this is a clear act of insurrection. Yeah, that's what I say. Like, I mean, that's what I believe. Walz shouldn't be allowed to activate a pen. Agreed. Steve says National Guard is the military and Trump's the commander-in-chief of the military. Walz is retarded. Mr. Tough Guy says he sounds like he looks like Zorg in Fifth Element. Yeah, he kind of did look like that. Mr. Tough Guy says she looks like her coochie stinks. I mean, yeah, probably. Plasma Storm says, yes, the political decivilizations of South America is by design. It will cut off the supplies to the agricultural nations of South America among paramilitary interstate wars. Colombia will be next. Well, we'll have to watch. I hope you're wrong, but thanks for clarifying that. Omega says, I heard that Ghetto Kittens will get you next year. Awkward schedule this past season. And your Packers got lucky on Thanksgiving Day. I don't know, dude. We kind of kicked your ass all day on Thanksgiving Day. But the Packers are, they're probably one and done in the playoffs, but at least we're there, I guess. That's not really a cope.
Who knows?
Anything could happen. It's like when you're used to winning, just making the playoffs gets old. Like the Packers have made the playoffs like 10 years in a row. I'd rather not make the playoffs and get a higher draft pick than get eliminated in the first round. Like, ask a Steelers fan how they feel. Ask Melanie about getting, like, that's the meme, right? You guys get eliminated in the first round every year.
We always do. But hey, I think this time we can actually win. We'll see.
Who do you play?
We're playing Texans, but we're playing at home on Monday night. Texans have been losing all their Monday night games, so.
Yep, and you're at home. So I think you can win that game.
I think so.
Joe says, bizarre to act like you can't afford a new computer when you probably make $100,000 a month. I wish I made $100,000 a month. That would be amazing. Just in case you didn't know, Melanie and Hannah Claire get salaries, and so does Luke, and so does my video editor, and so does my thumbnail guy. And so, I mean, it'd be nice, $100,000 a month.
Don't listen to this guy. He's got multiple robots on multiple floors of his home.
That's true. Yeah, that's
He's hiding his wealth from you in plain sight.
I'm flush with cleaning robots, and that's why I can't afford it. So I think I saw one on YouTube. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, I thought I saw one. Yeah. Lee says there's a healthy middle ground between authoritarianism and chaos. Yeah, I agree. But I think that healthy middle ground is sending in the National Guard to protect the citizens and law enforcement. Just have them keep people back. That's all I'm asking. Don't let them walk right up to ICE officers while they're trying to do their job. That's like the bare minimum. Every ICE operation should have 50 National Guardsmen with them that secure the border, secure the perimeter. And like that, I think that I'm not saying.
I feel like your question is a good one for Kristi Noem or Tom Homan, right? Like,
if only I had somebody with press access at the Pentagon.
I know.
Yeah.
Homeland Security is its own department, my friend. But I could ask him if he can ask them for me. I mean, that's the question, because it's kind of separating into two things. Like, why are the protesters allowed so close? Partially because of whatever free speech laws, but then also why are they allowed so close? Why is a perimeter not established? And that really seems like that's part of ICE protocol.
Yeah, I mean, it could be some level of they're trying to, balance the being stealth with their operation and also be safe. Pinochet says it's not about activate or deactivate. The adjunct general issues orders from the president to the governor to deploy stateside and to say Camp Phoenix AFG MA 1 of 81. Keep your powder dry. I don't know. I probably said 1 of 181 wrong. But yeah, they just need more traffic control. They need to be a little bit safer is what I would like to see. And the way you do that is by you have an extreme show of force. So it discourages people, not a show of force, but like, you have 100 guys there, 5 people aren't going to be throwing batteries at them. It's going to be very different when it's, 3 or 4 ICE officers, that they can isolate and surround and intimidate and stuff like that. Shock and awe. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. There's this article that I wanted to get a female take on. This is we've kind of talked about this before. It says the young and the dateless, why Gen Z millennial men are not approaching women anymore. And this, I guess, is a new study. And they say, I never want to make the other person feel uncomfortable and I want to be respectful. This cybersecurity analyst told the Post, some girls don't want to be approached at all. So I'm always going to err on the side of caution. But by the way, let me clear that up. It's not about whether or not you approach a girl. It's when and where. Like if she's like walking out of the bathroom, maybe now's not the time. Or if she's with her friends, maybe now's not the time. But the perception that like single women don't want to meet men is absurd. The insane popularity of dating apps.
About this, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, the dating apps prove that women do want to be approached.
Right.
It's just that they don't want. It's just as a result, Kessler says these days his interaction with women are very few and far between. Although he's on the hunt for his happily ever after. Kessler considers himself a good guy, but has difficulty at times mustering up the courage to approach New York women at coffee shops, bookstores, and even subway platforms. Again, it's about the time and the place. I don't know. The best advice I can offer men is like join some clubs, get involved in like shit where the type of women you like are going to be there and going to be more open to talking. I don't think approaching a woman on a subway platform is a good spot for it because they're probably already feeling a little exposed and a little, they're a little, you have to approach women in a position where they're comfortable. And the thing is that has never changed. Like, I know it's been a while since I've been single, but I made my rounds when I was young enough. And certainly like, I know lots of women and it's not, and there are women who are saying the opposite of this. Like guys won't come in and I'm watching Huck had another seizure this week. So he just started snoring. Aww. So I was like, oh no, is he having a seizure? But he's just snoring. But like, he said, I don't want to bother them, the wannabe lover boy side, conceding that he is not as timid when it comes to making the first move on dating apps, such as Bumble or Hinge. The thing is, I think you have way better odds shooting your shot in person than a dating app. And like this guy here did this video. Wait, can I play it from here? I think I can.
Doing their own thing, running. Some people are walking. I'm going to relate it to League, but maybe it's like a once you get better, you can see more opportunity kind of thing. So like since I'm iron at approaching, I just don't see.
She's talking about League of Legends.
But then
maybe that's why you're having a hard time with women. If you're comparing picking up women to playing video games, it's not the same thing.
Hey, women play video games too.
They do, and that's what I'm saying is, okay, then join some Discords and meet women that way. Like
online.
Start climbing, I'll create some. I still have enough time to go to a coffee shop before work and grab something, maybe some breakfast. So I'm gonna do that. I'll shower first so I look a little better, increase my odds. All right, showered and ready to talk to a girl for the first.
I can tell you right now, shave your neck. You have not shaved your neck.
Oh,
look at that.
I actually blew it.
You look like a schlub. You look like a schlub.
Right in front of me at the coffee shop, about my age. We were the only 2 people in line, and I just didn't say anything. My heart was beating. How do people do this? I don't think League of Legends players were built for this. Now we're going to the bagel shop. Let's hope for a better result.
Appreciate he's trying.
Yeah.
I think especially if you're shy, like starting up a random conversation person, that's really difficult.
It's just like sales. Every no is closer to your next yes.
Yeah.
Of course women are going to say no. But what you got to do is desensitize yourself to it. Like, right. You if you don't shoot, like, look, don't be a creep. I'm not sure that approaching women at a coffee shop is really the best spot either, to be honest with you. They're probably just trying to get their coffee and get on with their day.
Right.
But like, I know that this just isn't true that women don't want to be approached.
Right.
It's just all this rhetoric about, men are creeps. Because every one of these men in this interview say that basically the same thing. Well, I don't want her to think I'm a creep. It's like, no woman's going to think you're a creep if you're at the grocery store and you're both grocery shopping and you tell her you think she's pretty. Like,
also, I'm gonna level with you. The real creeps don't care about this. Like, they're doing it anyway. Like,
Yeah.
not that they
That's
should,
true.
but like, if you're really creepy and probably not self-aware, this is not even a thought crossing your mind.
Yeah.
I think one of the challenges for all of this is like we're talking about what I see as kind of two extremes: either approaching someone online who you don't have any connection to and starting a conversation, and that would be easier on a dating app where you're like, well, at least they are hoping to get talked to, or having to decipher in person which stranger to go talk to. And like some people can make that happen. It's a skill. I think there are men who are really good at it and other ones who have to cultivate the skill. I feel like we need to bring back sort of the third space. You know, we have to have people like hosting dinner parties or like organizing things for your friends. I mean, there's a relationship podcast. It's not really a relationship, but like this podcast that I like, and they were giving a backstory on this couple, and they were like, they met the way everyone did in the 80s through a mutual friend who they immediately lost contact with. Like, I don't understand why it's all like either you meet someone by approaching them cold in person or online. Like, what happened to like being like, oh, I know someone?
That's why you need social groups.
Yes.
That's
you
why
have
you
to
need
have the other stuff. And you're right by saying like get a hobby or like join a club or something. But also like, do we know people who are like, hey, do people just want to come hang out at my house on Saturday? Because that is how you expand your network.
Yeah, you bring your single friends.
Civilization.
There's at least two dateable single women in my bowling league, and like, you already have that in common with them. That's where you approach them and you talk to them, you get to know them, or you find like, you know, I mean, maybe don't pick something that's male dominated like pool leagues or darts league. Find something that's like co-ed. Like this guy ranting about not being able to get a date. Give me a break. This guy's like traditionally very attractive.
Yeah, he should be.
This guy
There's no
should be
reason why he's not getting a date unless it's his personality or a skill issue.
I was
Because
gonna say,
he definitely looks good enough to be able to get dates. Like he's got to do something about it.
Well,
But-
it's either that or it's like those fake trad wives, or it's like a meme on TikTok. No, it's like it's a thing on TikTok where he actually doesn't have a problem meeting women, but he's like,
see, that's true.
creating
But he's rage baiting. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's very conventionally attractive. He's physically fit. The idea that, I just can't meet women is nonsense. You're just not trying. Like
Or
this
you're crazy and women are clocking it as soon as they go and like meet you.
Yeah, he could be completely unlikable. He could be. I mean, if he's on TikTok, that's already, I think most women are, if I think most women in their 30s, if the guy tells them they have a TikTok, that's not quite the panty dropper they think it might be. That guy's 37. He's too old to be making TikToks. Although he's in Texas, Melanie. 37, Texas, looks physically fit. I'm
You
just
just said maybe
saying.
he has an unlikable personality, and your first thought is maybe Melanie should date him.
Well, I'm just saying. You just said, what about this is our social circle, right? And I'm just trying to,
I don't know this man. Don't put him in my social circle.
Well, I mean, like this guy too. Like, dude, maybe ditch the pedo glasses. Like, he's got pedophile glasses, and he's not well kempt, and he's like, I can't go up and talk to women. It's like, where are you trying? And by the way, this is true for women too. Women are like, I can't meet any good men. Where do you look? Well, I'm on all the apps. I'm on all the apps, and I can't see anybody. Get off the fucking apps.
Stuff in person.
How about go to church? You know how many
Exactly.
beautiful single girls are at my church? Look, I'm married, but I'm not dead. Okay, there are tons of good-looking women who are very clearly single in my church. I'm not saying you should go to church to troll for women, but I'm just saying this is a place where you go that isn't a dating app where you can meet a lot of people, and then that church will have what do they call them, like faith groups?
They have,
like one of them do
singles groups.
Yeah, they have
Churches
singles groups too.
groups for that purpose too.
Yeah.
But also at AmFest when we were there were people who met.
Yes,
each
we
other
saw a
at
new couple there.
AmFest. I saw another couple where this one girl, she was so gorgeous, and she met her. I think they were engaged. Like she met him at AmFest like the year before. So it's just like finding those like commonalities and those events, those public events to meet people. I think that's so much more ideal than online dating apps.
Yeah,
If you're a man,
go ahead. Yeah.
does when you're like, I'm afraid to talk to women, like, are you setting the goal too high here? Could you just like, if you're in line behind someone at the coffee shop, be like, oh, have you been here before? Like, do you recommend anything? Does the goal always have to be like, and then I get her number? Or can it just be like, you practice it? Like, isn't this part of working out?
Well, back when I was young, we called that practice Mac. And like, you would, when we were single, that's exactly what you would do. there'd be a cute girl who worked at the bagel shop. So what'd you do? You went to the bagel shop a lot and you wore her down. You got to know her. You would like say she's look, I'm just telling you how it works. Like, I'm not saying stalker, but I'm saying like there used to be this cute girl that worked at my bank and I would only go on days when I knew she worked. And I got to know her very well over a while. And like, it's how you like, don't be creepy with it, but like there are ways that, like, I think apps have made, this is true for women and men, have really made love a commodity. And like, they've really devalued putting in the work. Like, but what about dating people you work with? That used to be a gold mine. Like, I mean, how about like you get a part-time job at a retail place to meet someone? It's really about meeting people. You need to meet more people.
It's a numbers game. That's what I think. Because I think often too, like everybody work from home, corporate America, whatever, you're in your routine. So you're actually seeing the same people all the time, right? Like I remember working in an office, like you get up in the morning. I had a roommate at the time. Like I would drive to work. I would like work in my office around the same, mostly women. And then I would go back in my car, go home, and maybe I'd go hang out with the same friends that I already had, which was cool. Occasionally you're meeting new people, but like at a certain point when you reach adulthood, you have to go out of your way to run into new people.
Oh, Chad is correcting me, and they're probably right. HR has kind of ruined dating at work.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, I mean, every girlfriend I had for like all of my high school, I worked with them. And like,
you gotta get a new job eventually. But again, you're meeting new people that way.
I'm not kidding. Like that was the thing. Like you dated people you worked with. I guess HR has kind of ruined that now. But like I'm telling people the best advice I can give people is like, get out there and like I'm not saying get off the apps, but like think about the shit that you like and then like find other people that like it. That's 50% of the work. Like you already have the ice broken. Like Crestfan said, Jeremy's right. Been married 15 years. Totally wore her down at first. Used to be called courting. Exactly. Like that's what you did. That's what you did. You'd hang out. You'd find out where her and her friends hung out. Then you'd be there. You'd find out where like she worked, and you'd go in and buy something. And then you'd get to know her. You build a rapport.
Don't like become her shadow.
Look, and if she tells you not to come around, then you don't like. But I'm saying like that's how I dated girls. Like that's how all guys dated girls when I was young. Like you put yourself in the same area as them, and then you don't have to go from stranger asking them out to dinner because that's a lot. Like I went to a coffee shop to find a woman to go on a date on. It's way easier if she recognizes you or you're whatever, I'm not saying a stalker, but hey, maybe she goes to that coffee shop at the same time every day. So maybe you're there at the same time every day. You build a little bit of rapport. She knows you. She knows you're not a creeper. Oh, we got to stop meeting like this. And then eventually, now you share your coffee together instead of going your separate ways. Or eventually,
and you get married at the coffee shop and
you give yourself an opportunity. Well, you got to give yourself an opportunity. If you think you're going to walk in cold, like if you ever been in sales and you did cold calling, you know that the success rate of that is almost nothing. You're calling somebody completely blind and asking them to buy something is exactly what you're doing when you're walking up to a woman or a man and saying, do you want to go out on a date? Like they don't know anything about you. They don't know you're not married. They don't know you're not a predator. These apps have totally gotten out the courting phase.
Well, and I think part of the courting phase is having a community around you. That's why I go back to like, we need to host stuff. You need to have people over. You need to be like coming up with groups to go to the Ren Fair with or whatever. Like, which I have done with my friends. I'm not like trying to say anything mean or whatever. Like,
I'm going to bring you guys, when we do an IRL up here in Wisconsin, we're going to go to the Ren Fair. It's like,
I've only ever been to the one in like the Dallas area.
It's the best one in the country, voted like every year. It's incredible.
This Wisconsin pride. But like, can you imagine the like lifelong high you would get from having like successfully matched a couple? I can't imagine. Like that would be the best thing ever. Can you imagine being in the wedding speech? Be like, we actually wouldn't be here without Melanie, who introduced us at her birthday party. Like this is the stuff we should be living for. And I don't understand why it got outsourced to being like, you guys, my friends are single, but they're figuring it out on their own. But let them, find a guy on the app who I actually hate and don't want to hang out with, and therefore I'll see my friend less. No, you should be setting your friends up, but you don't have to be like awkward about it. Just have people hang out together.
Somebody said I'm giving mixed messages. Yeah, sometimes mixed messages. You said every no is closer to the next yes, and also to like take your time. That still applies. you just, first of all, I think cold asking anyone out is a recipe for disaster. Like, you just get the ick from that. If some girl like randomly came up to me and was like, hey, you want to go out sometime? I didn't know anything about her. It would be like, okay, I'm only making my decision on right now based on whether or not I'm physically attracted to you. That's the only thing I have to go off of. And like, as a below or to maybe average looking guy, I knew that I have to wear people down with my personality first. Like, you have to like get them to like you before you get them to like you. Like, you can't like just spamming asking girls out, which is apparently what this idiot's doing. Like, he also thinks that women should take over the mating duties for men. If you think that, that's why you're single, bro. You're a soy boy.
That also
you're blessed with looks like this, and you're a huge pussy. Like, what are you doing?
And I like can tell you he's a terrible boyfriend, you know?
Yeah,
like,
guaranteed.
He's the worst.
Yeah, that's probably true. Like, you look at women should not be doing the courting. Okay, I'm not saying it's wrong or whatever, but like, if you're a man, like, this is all from the apps. This is all a byproduct of third wave feminism in 2016 that said all men are toxic. And these apps where men and women get trained on instant gratification. Like, let's not pretend that people are meeting on these apps aren't also engaging in premarital sex at a high rate too. So it's like, whoa, I met 6 women. I hooked up with 3 of them and I'm not married. It's like, maybe examine your end game.
You might
here.
need to go back to the drawing board on your protocol here. I don't know that this is working for you.
There was a woman who I forget. She was on she was complaining about men, of course, and she's like, well, I went on his dating app, and then like she was complaining about being single, and basically she said he got a text message from somebody on Bumble the next morning after they hooked up, and it gave her the ick. I was like, girl, you slept with him on the first date. You're a whore. Like, and so is he, by the way. Like, you both were not interested in building a long-term relationship. You were interested in sex. And like, very few marriages are going to start that way when you just hook up immediately.
Well,
like, it's
sorry,
just
I don't know
not.
if this cut me off, but it said like she didn't get the ick. She got insecure. That's what happened. Like,
right. What did you expect? You hooked up with him on the first. It's not like you were dating for 6 months and he was still on Bumble. It was the next morning.
Right.
Like, of course he's still on the dating apps.
Where did you find him? Like,
yes, and you hooked up with him on the first night, on the first date. And she's like, well, I'm in my mid-30s and I'm single forever. It's like, well, stop fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Like, if you hook up with look, I can tell you this as a man, like, if a girl sleeps with you on the first date, you're not wifing her up. Like, that completely rewires your brain. You could call me out of touch because I've been married a long time, but I'm not wrong. Like, if you are sleeping with a guy on the first date, you have completely skipped every step in building a good foundation for that relationship. And now the entire relationship is just about that next time you have sex. There's been many times where people hook up and they're like, whoa, let's slow down now. It's like, well, no, you already started at 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Like, you've skipped every bit of relationship building and you're surprised when the relationship doesn't work out. It's like, you've got no bond. You've got no bond. All you have is that, that sexual encounter, which maybe lasted a few minutes, and now you're surprised why the relationship didn't work out. It's like, well, now you've built your entire relationship on like toothpicks instead of having a big, huge base of all these things that you have in common. So then what happens? The first time you have a fight, you break up because you've got fucking nothing. You've got nothing but that hookup. And this is true for men and women. And I think women have been lulled into this second era of sexual freedom. And so that's why they're ending up in the same situation. They're like, well, I hook up with 30 guys a year and I can't get a boyfriend. It's like, what the fuck do you think? These guys think you're a joke.
Yeah.
You don't think, by the way, ladies, you don't think that guys tell their guy friends that you're easy?
Right.
That was half the game when I was in high school. Oh, she's easy. She blew this guy. And then guess what? Guys were lining up to date her. And guess what? None of them married her. None of them dated her long term. They went to her for a sexual gratification and then moved on. When women are being promiscuous and men are being promiscuous, you have almost no chance. Like 30 guys a year, if your body count is half of what you're disqualified from wife material. I know, but I'm saying like women have been fooled into living this lifestyle. like the OnlyFans, you know, and there's people out there, well, you have to sleep with them early. Otherwise you don't know if you have this connection or not. It's like, no, like I've seen women give that advice.
Yeah.
You have to sleep with them by the 4th date. Otherwise you're not going to bullshit. Like, let me tell you what, if you connect on every other level, the sex is going to be great either way. Like if you, the sex being good or bad does not determine whether or not your relationship is good or bad. The sex will be good if your relationship is good. Right. And like, you know, and fellas, you're going to get a lot more leeway if she loves you in every other way. And maybe you are not quite the dynamo that you know, all of this, you get a lot of leeway with women if you prove yourself to them in every other way than, you know, slaying pussy. And the same thing is true for women, but they are just learning that now. They're in their mid 30s now. They haven't had a serious boyfriend in 5 years. They've burned through every app. Now they're paying for whatever they're selling, like this premium thing. Like, there's like levels now. You can pay for like premium access on dating apps. And they're like, well, what the hell? There's no good men out there. I'm like, you know what? Good men aren't on the apps. The good men are not on the apps. The men that are on the apps are trying to slay pussy. They're not trying to meet their wife for the most part. And so you're putting yourself up against the worst of the worst constantly. And you're like, why won't nobody date me? Well, you don't go to church. You don't hang out at your local farmer's market. Think of all the great people you meet at your local farmer's market. I go to ours every week and you get to know the vendors. You get to know the other people that are there all the time. You go to the same time every week. You know, you see a cute girl there. You know, oh, what'd you get? You know, nobody wants to do the work anymore.
I think you're also describing having interests that are outside of dating. Like lots of people want to find love and find marriage and whatever. And I think that's great. But I think the dating apps also make it so it's the same thing as TikTok, where you can like endlessly scroll and you're sort of addicted to it. And I think that changes.
We're already thinking about the next one before you've had your date.
Right.
Right. And you're just like, you are seeking something from the phone as opposed to being like, I am living a life that I am happy and fulfilled by. And if I meet someone along those lines, it'll be good because we have similar values or interests or whatever. Like it becomes about like, I am alone and I need to solve this by clicking on enough profiles until someone hangs out with me for a while. Like it's a very different mentality.
That's a great point. You get your like relationship dopamine from the app. You're not actually getting it from the person. You're like, oh, I feel wanted. Oh, somebody wants me.
Weird, like not obsession, but like a fixation. Like if I swipe enough, then I'll fix this thing. And that if I think people who date who don't have the apps probably have challenges, but I wonder if they have higher quality dates.
I guarantee they do. I would bet any amount of money on that. You might have less dates, but you have better ones. It's just not. Bama Rammer says 1000%, Jeremy. Men should take the initiative of leading during the courtship. That's what being a man is being bold and confident. Don't worry about getting rejected. Sometimes rejection is a form of protection. Look, and if a girl rejects you, just spread a rumor about her having herpes. Like whatever you have to do, just feel better about yourself.
It's terrible.
Get on to the next one. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
That's bad for your soul.
I definitely never did that. But here's another piece of advice I can give. You won't get rejected because when you spend the time getting to know a girl, you'll know whether or not you should ask her out. Like if you spend enough time with her, most of the time, by the time you ask them out, you already know whether or not you're compatible. So you're going to have a higher rate of success. And then if you hang out with this girl and you're like, oh, I was physically attracted to her, but she's a lib and she doesn't like this or that. We can still be friends, but then you don't even have to bother. Right. On an app, you're just like, oh, here's 4 lines about them that are probably lies and a photoshopped image of them. And like, people need to get out there, like Hannah Claire said, get out there, get in some clubs, be a part of your church. Don't join church just to troll for women, but churches, other kinds of groups. There are non-church groups. There are
do things that you are
community
actually
groups
in. Pursue a life that is fulfilling. And I think you'll probably meet someone, or at least connect with people who might be able to introduce you to someone.
They might know somebody. Maybe you go to the sing, and like everyone there is older, but you're having fun. One of them might have a daughter or a son that is single that they hook you up with,
or a mom.
Right.
I mean, I don't know
or a mom, whatever you're into. Yeah. Kill the hippie says, I agree with HCB. Astrocast is the best showcast.
Yes.
Homebrew says, off the wall Super Bowl prediction. Steelers, Packers. Steelers win last last time either was last time was in the Super Bowl against each other with Rodgers on Packers. NFL as a soap opera. I mean, yes, great. You're talking about, other than Carolina, probably the longest shot in the NFC. Steelers are still probably they're a long shot against
we are.
They're a long shot against I don't think you're a long shot to win this week.
Right. I think this week we can, but anything else is a long shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't see the Steelers easily beating the Buffalo Bills. Like, that's not the Bills are going to score.
But I mean, we have beat Patriots this year. I'm just going to say we have beat the Patriots this year. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to beat them on the road or the Broncos on the road.
Yeah. Now that would be tough.
Like, we both have a murderer's row after the first. I think the Packers have at least a coin flip chance. I mean, I don't want to say it out loud, but like, I'm pretty sure the Packers are going to win on Saturday. Like, we beat them basically twice.
Everybody clip this right now in case they don't.
Well, I can tell you what, your family member is going to get a video message from me on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But like, okay, then Green Bay has to go beat Seattle in Seattle and then go beat like the Rams on the road or the Niners on the road. Not going to happen. Steelers, they get a home game, great. But then they're on the road against the Patriots, then on the road against the Broncos. Like,
Right.
Unless there's a crazy upset that happens. The Steelers are in a little better position because they won the division.
Yeah.
Like, I was hoping that the Packers win the division because then it's like, hell, I'll take the Bears and the Eagles to go to the NFC Championship game. I think the Packers can win both those games. But like going on the road against Seattle, then going on the road against, I don't know, the Niners. The Packers could probably beat the Niners. They don't have any defense either. Who knows? Anything could happen if either one of these teams win their second game.
Yeah.
The first game, I would think both the Steelers and the Packers should win. Cobalt says, I got to know my wife at a board game club. You're giving good advice. Been married for 8 years. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, board game clubs, or people forget that there's a whole part of the world that are not terminally online.
Right.
Like, they're just living their life happy.
Exactly.
I have this girlfriend of mine, like, she's a beautiful girl. I would definitely hook her up with a good guy if I thought it was a fit.
Send your resumes to Jeremy at thequartering.com.
She's like smoking hot. She's a professional ice fisher. She's not on like the social medias.
That
I know.
is so awesome.
I'm like, girl, like, you are a catch. But she's single and she's like 32, hot. I see her put, like, she has a private Facebook because, being in competitive fishing, she gets some like weirdos. But like, she doesn't post bikini pictures. She posts pictures of her fish.
Sure, she's
catches.
ice fishing. It can't be bikinis.
Yeah, and like, I'm like, and she's got like a normie job at like an accounting firm, and she's not on the dating app. She doesn't use it. She's like, all those guys are douchebags. I'm not looking for that. So like, they're out there. I'm sure there are guys that are not on the dating apps too, that are just like, I'm sure there's a lot more because men tend to be more black-pilled on the dating apps. But like, does she smell like fish? Sometimes. She's got like a custom Jeep. I was like, oh, so you're a lesbian? She's like, no, I'm not a lesbian. But she's cool. She's good at darts. Maybe I should hook her up with somebody. Yeah. When my wife at a brewery both worked at.
Podcast and matchmaking service.
Oh man, sports and matchmaking. It would be, it could be incredible. But
our next in-person event is just a mixer for singles. That would be,
I would do that
of all time.
I would do that. Like, the problem is we need to bring in, so you two would have to bring in some outside girls. We only have we have a small, we do have girls calling in. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not moving to the frozen north for any woman. Sorry, Jay. If I showed you a picture, you'd probably change your mind. I'm just saying. But dating at work was frowned upon. Yeah, I guess that era has changed. Let the people know, by the way, where they can find your guys' content before we kick it over to Viva Fry here.
You can find my content on Rumble, YouTube, and X. I'm Hannah Claire B. It's all one word in all of those places. I'm also on Instagram. I'm HannahClaire.B there. Jeremy tried to send you to a fake account. if you want to follow me there. But my news, cultural commentaries, all
I
that
knew there
stuff,
was a
that's Rumble
punctuation in
YouTube.
there. I think I
I
said
know
underscore.
somebody has it without the punctuation, and I can't. I don't. There's nothing I can do. But anyways, yeah, Hannah Claire B, Rumble, YouTube X. I'll have a new video out this week. Thank you guys for watching this. As you know, I do believe Astrocast is the best Astrocast. It's our favorite sports podcast on the internet. Okay, Melanie, where can we find you?
Yeah.
All right, you guys can find me at Melanie Mac. Where I've got my gaming streams. I just started Bloodborne yesterday. It's kicking my butt, but I'm really excited.
Oh, Bloodborne.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play some more today and rage and all that good stuff. And then my Bible channel at Bible Time with Melanie Mac, where I've got Bible verse of the day every single day. And then on Instagram at Melanie Mac, I post on my stories every day, and it's a fun time.
I have this. Hold on a second. Through the magic of my editor, let's see how he did. Let me see here. I think it's this one, maybe. Whoops, I moved it to the desktop for some reason. I'm an idiot. I hate when that happens. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Oh no.
I'll just re-download it. I have an infinite hard drive space. I just deleted my
Another wealth flex over there.
I know. Well, I just deleted my last year's worth of videos. Like, I only keep them on file for so long, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Let me see if I can. Where's this? Downloads. Yes. Open this. Why is it not? Oh, here. There we go. Downloads. All right. I wonder if I can even open it from here. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, so here, see how this turned out. See if I can post it.
To the ICE agent that murdered that unarmed civilian in Minneapolis, we have your face. We have pictures of you. We will get justice for a fallen comrade.
Why is this
flashback?
Smell you.
Yeah.
Get up.
Hey,
Go to the bathroom.
you know.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I can smell you yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom.
Do you think he really pooped his pants in this video?
I think he kept farting like crazy, and his mom was sick of smelling it. So she's like, go, because my mom said that to my brothers. She would be like, go to the bathroom, you stink, go poop. I'm sick of smelling it. Like, she did that too.
All right, shout out to the poops out there, and the farts. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll have Chris Pavlovsky on with me tomorrow, but we'll be live an hour early at 1 Eastern. So see you guys then. Bye, everybody.